It will be live.
Hello, hello, welcome to Mindset to Results. And today our guest is Ahmed Assaf, my new amazing friend from Middle East. And today we are going to speak about very interesting topic, how to achieve goals in an effortless way and what it means effortless way. Sometimes people say me that, oh, if it is effortless way, it means that the goal has no value because it associated in their mind that this is something small, and if they have big goal they have to work hard. So this is what we will discuss today, how to achieve goals in effortless way and what is the effortless way. Hi Ahmed.
Thank you for having me, Elena, for this episode. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited to discuss this topic because it is so important when we think about big goals. Yes, what is the way to achieve them? There can be different ways. Some people think they have to work hard and it is so difficult. And sometimes we say that, oh, people achieve goals one after another in an effortless way. So, what is that effortless way?
First, let's talk about why we have goals, why we set goals, and why it should be like big goals, not small goals. It's a choice at the end. But at the beginning, setting a goal, it's something to let us grow to the person who want to become and to achieve that goal. So first, we set an authentic want of something of the essence who really want. It's something from our heart, something we really want more than anything else, without asking how to achieve that. And this is the beginning. This is the fantasy that you want to achieve. So if you set this goal, and would be the first step, it must be an authentic one. It must be not only a dream, it must be based on a deep burning desire inside of you. And this would be the first step. And then once we talk about effortless, to be frank with everyone, and that's why only 3% of the people, they think of their goal. Only 1%, they write their goal with a clear description. This is what I really want. And I want you to think and open your mind to all the audience now. Get a paper and a pen, write, make a list of what all the wants that you want. But out of that list, I want you to get out of one want. What do you want the most? Something you wanted from deep of your heart. That's really what you want. Then it must be burning desire you want to achieve it. And from that point, your current results is telling you something. It's telling you a story based on your old programming. But that doesn't mean that you cannot achieve more or you cannot do more. The only thing is being able and being willing. The ability we have, most of us have the same ability. What differentiates us is the willingness. And here is the second step. After you have this burning desire, you have to pay the cost. At the beginning, it's hard, it's not easy, because you have to pay the cost. You have to be willing to pay the cost. And that's all about the decision, about the success. It's 3 steps. Making the decision. What is the decision you want to make? Define that decision. 2 is define what you will be paying in return for that decision. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a money, effort, time, a career. And the third one, are you willing to pay that cost? Once you have that thing, you'll move to the third step, which is the process of applying, making a plan, and never wait to be perfect. Just start doing it now. At the beginning, it will be a little bit hard, but with time, it will be effortless. And through this podcast, we'll explain more and more why it will be effortless.
Yes, great. So let's start from definition of burning desire. What it really means, burning desire. What it is for you?
Amazing. This is a brilliant question. First, a dream, for me, it's just in the conscious mind. As you know, the mind, we're living in 3 different planes of understanding. We have spirit being, we have the mind, and we have the body. In the mind, there's two main parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. If we talk about the conscious mind, it's the part who decides, who thinks, and who chooses, accepts, rejects. So here, where the dreams are built, and here where you accept the dream that you get, or you reject it. Oh, I don't want this. Or your logic is here. Once you got on a big idea, most of the people, they are afraid from it. But winners, they accept that idea and they transform it to their subconscious mind to become a desire. So a desire, it comes from your heart of the heart, which is your subconscious mind, of the essence of you, who you are. It's something, it's a different level of commitment. It's a higher level of commitment. Desire, it's something that makes you move, burn the ships. It's an obsession of doing something. It's stepping out of your comfort zone fearless. It's doing the things relentlessly. It's just making irrevocable decisions with this commitment that that's what I want to do. I want to do. That's the risk that I want to take. That's the desire.
Yeah, so the process is to get an idea from being just a fantasy to the desire when we have confidence that we can do that. Yes, because when it's just a fantasy, we think that, oh, maybe it is possible, but maybe not. Yes, it is just like a wish. But to make it a burning desire, this is how you focus on this idea and you start seeing yourself that it is there already for you. When you believe that this is your future and you can see yourself in that picture, and how you said that we get it from conscious to subconscious through repetition. We write a statement as it is already there in the form, I am so happy and grateful now that I am doing this and this, or I have already achieved that and that. And through repetition, we impress this idea into our subconscious mind. And then, because our subconscious mind is emotional mind, we connect the feelings. And this is how it becomes burning desire. So we start already not just thinking about it as a possibility, but and just having mere wish and hope that, or maybe one day, but we already start seeing this as our compelling future, that this is something that already exists, and start feeling it, and we start getting excited, just not from just hope in a vision, but we already see ourselves that this is possible, this is what I'm going to do, this is already existing in different frequencies, and this is the first steps that I have to do. And when we start moving to that process through our feelings, emotions, seeing ourselves, like visualizing every day, this is how it comes. Like we start feeling that burning desire in our gut. Like this is starting like some excitement coming from there. And then we become confident that we do that. Yes, so through repetition, we start becoming confident that it is real, that yes, this is something big and I'm going to get there. And this is how we become motivated from within to start doing steps.
Here's the point is what you believe in your subconscious level, that's what you will achieve only. That's your self-image. That's you cannot outperform that. And keep in your mind, I'm telling this to our audience, you cannot attract what you cannot believe. And this is how, and this is why most of the people are stuck. They are unwilling to commit to do the things that they should be doing, that successful people doing and winners are doing. The second thing, they're distracted, doing the wrong things. And the third thing, they are focusing on the wrong things, on the wrong thoughts, on the wrong ideas. That's why achieving big goals and hitting this effortless way of achieving the goal needs transformation in your identity, needs to keep transformation as part of your identity. How you could make that is first you have to be willing to commit. to commit to your goal. Start making decisions from your goal, disciplines from your goal. And then I want to give this advice because it helped me a lot through my journey so far, is the elimination. Once you want to create a quantum leap in your life, the first thing to start with is not adding things, it's just eliminating things. So start eliminating. And when I will make it straight, you have to eliminate 80% of the things that are getting you zero results or small, low results. So that's how you could start elimination. And the third thing is working with the laws, understanding the mind, how the conscious, subconscious, and the body works, and understanding the laws of the nature. And once you are in harmony with all that, all those things, you'll be starting the transformation. So to get to the point of effortless goal is you have to make changes inside of you. Once you make those changes and studying daily yourself, your mindset, your leadership, and your skill sets every day, every day, every day. And from that point, there are 5 hidden powers within us that will help you to study your mind and yourself every day. First one is the decisions. Ask yourself, are the decisions that I'm making are aligned with my goal? The second one are the discipline. Are you accepting and rejecting the ideas that are aligned or not aligned with my goal? The third thing is the standards. Are you setting the necessary standards that will level you up and push you forward? Or you're accepting anything, or you're rejecting anything? Are you open to new ideas? Are you accepting your goal? The fourth thing is the identity. Are you working on your self-image to the person who you want to become, or you are protecting yourself? You have to ask those impacting questions. And the last one is, am I having a great attitude toward the people around me, toward myself, toward my company? So those are the 5 essential powers, hidden powers, that everyone can ask himself or herself every day to make better results and prevent them from drifting from their goals and achieve their goals effortlessly. Effortlessly means your goal is based on a burning desire with a strong why, and it's built inside of you, inside of your heart, and all the things, the power of 5, you are getting from your goal. It will become effortless. At the beginning, I'm telling you frankly, I've been there. It's hard. At the middle, it's foggy, it's fuzzy, it's not clear. But at the end, it will be effortless. You'll get there. Once it's part of your programming, once it's part of your paradigm, once it's part of your way of thinking, it will be effortless because your results, it's a reflection of your programming. So through coaching or mentorship, the first thing, once after they set the goal, they start working on the way of thinking. It's all about way of thinking. And that's how you can reflect from inside the changes that you did, and it will be reflected outside as results, physical results.
Yes, yes, it is so much here. So I think that people who listen to us, I would suggest to listen sometimes to just get all information clear, because we don't get first time all. We just can get 10%. Yes, so it is really powerful. And let's just a little bit explain what you just said, because it was so much wisdom in this and knowledge which really can transform everyone's life and the way how they achieve their goals. So let's speak about these 3 planes where we exist simultaneously, and why this is so important to come from highest to the low, then from lowest to the high, as most of the people live. So I will a little bit explain this, that we live simultaneously at the 3 planes. The highest our potential is the plane of thoughts. Yes, this is spiritual part of us, and this is the potential of thoughts. Yes, we can generate different and think about different things. The middle one is our intellect. Yes, we have intellect. And this is the middle potential that is in generating ideas. Yeah, we can get ideas. And the lowest one is the body, it is physical. Like this is the lowest potential, physical reality. And many people live from lowest potential to the high. What it means? It means that they look at life through five senses: ability to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, and they get information from these physical senses, and they allow this physical reality, 3D, their body, dictate them what they can do, what they cannot do, make decisions, what is possible for them, what is not possible, based only on current reality, what they see in this 3D, and also based on their past results, their failures, what they couldn't do, what they could do, and that's all. And because they just think at this level that is said this is the lowest level, yes, this is how they just get the same results. And what we want to share with you, a totally different perception, how we can go from highest to lowest. It means how we can use our a spiritual part, yes, our thoughts, and transform that energy which comes to us and through us, and our intellect to generate ideas, and by holding that image to connect it to that burning desire, yes, and coming from higher mental faculties such as imagination, perception, will, memory, reason, intuition, and holding the image that is burning desire in our mind. This is how we start getting things manifested, how we transform energy from invisible to visible. Yes, and this is how we can get our goals effortless way. So it is a totally different way how to achieve the goals, and that's why we record this podcast, because this is so important.
As you said that, I want to elaborate a little bit more that now the audience understand that. So what they should do now is in their daily life is how to nurture all the three levels. This is our responsibility. This is when you make control of your life, is once you said, okay, I understand that. And keep in your mind, understanding is the key to freedom. So now you start understanding that you're living in three planes of understanding. So it's your responsibility to nurture that, the three planes, a spiritual being, your mind, and your physical body. Once you start nurturing them, because from all my clients that I'm facing, and all the people, most of the people, they are unhappy. I'm seeing lots of people lately, they are unhappy, but the problem is not they are not happy, they don't know why. And this is the biggest issue. Once you feel like being unhappy, and sometimes it's normal to be down, we're human beings. But the most important thing is to look on a high level on that, a different perspective on that. Most of the people are unhappy because of looking for perfectionism. They want to do something, they don't start it until they are perfect. And once they do it, if they do it, if they did it, they start judging themselves in a good way, in a bad way. That's why they're stuck and they are not unhappy with the results. And the second thing, it's the feeling of anxiety expressing in them in their body. But the anxiety, it's the symptom. And the root cause of that is because of the ignorance, it's because of the doubt and the worry. And the third thing is comparison to others. And we start overthinking and we start just closing our mind and comparing. And that's why we're not unhappy. But if we set big goals, and that's why we are in this world. God created us to create in this world. And you can be either creating or disintegrating. That's why you don't have a third option. Either you're creating or disintegrating. And we're not amateurs here, we are professionals. That's why you have to set big goals and start moving forward from getting out from the being unhappy to get to the point of happy. How to get happy? Happy, it's a choice, it's a decision. First one I can tell you is letting go. and have this emotional discipline. How to do that is just you have to step out from your comfort zone. You have to take the necessary risks that are aligned with your goal and step to the unknown and just doubt your doubt that you can do it. Believe in yourself, trust yourself. It's a matter of trusting yourself. And the second step is just do it now. I want to all the audience to have this level of just stop all the distractions and have a calmness and relaxed mind and listen to their intuition. You talk about the intuition. Intuition is to have that relaxed state and think and have the will to focus on that goal and listen. Listen to you, trust your subconscious mind, trust your automatic mind, which is once it gives you hints and guides, just follow it. Don't be smart. Don't let your logic or your paradigm to hold on that. And the third one, to keep you in the momentum, is compare with yourself. Where I was last month, where was my level, how I did better before, what are the new skill sets that I have, how I developed myself. So once you are in this state, you'll do the work. You'll make great jumps. You make quantum leaps effortlessly. Believe me. Once you be in the state of your goal, on the frequency of your goal, everything will be effortless. Once we talk effortless, you have to pay the cost at the beginning. Effortless, and this is by law. It's called the law of cause and effect. And that's why I told you at the beginning, guys, that if you're not in harmony with the laws, it will not work. It will not work. And one of the laws is cause and effect. So you have to pay the cost, whatever it is, effort, time, money, and then move forward. And you have to be willing to pay the cost, and you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve. So set a clear vision, and this vision you can get out from, break it down into goals. And everyone have a philosophy in this life, which is the programming that they are working on, and they have standards. I want you to raise your standards to have this, achieve these big goals. And this will tell you a story. This will create your movie. So I want you to be the writer of your movie. Don't be like, even if sometimes you're a follower, I want you to be an intelligent follower or a great leader. And always work on your identity. Don't let it just be flowing like this. No one can change your identity other than you. So once you set big goals, you have to be working on your identity daily. And as you said, Elena, don't let the five senses control you. Just observe the results and respond to it. Where should I get better? What skill set should I add? Where I should reevaluate my belief system. And here's how you create quantum leaps in your life. Here's how you make shifts in your life, massive changes in your life. Once you study your mind daily, once you study your mindset, which is mind, and the leadership skills, and master whatever you do, because there's no bad work, there's bad attitudes.
Yes, another series of such amazing ideas. Yeah. So let's speak a little bit more about let it go. What means let it go? Because I think people don't understand exactly what it means. So, and they are so much attached with their goal. Yes. And they
Yes.
just think that they have to push hard, and they start worrying. What if it doesn't happen? What if there will be challenges? Or what if they cannot achieve? Yes. And there is it, they get in the battle of inside different ideas and thoughts, and this is how so much energy is just spent.
To be frank with everyone, this concept has changed my life, and still it's changing my life, because it's about studying your mind. Letting go means taking the risk, means stepping to the unknown, means stop the doubt. But instead, but before means before that means be in the spirit of your goal. But before you let go, you have to keep the space for that. And how to make the space is through elimination. Eliminate all the relationships that draining your energy. Eliminate all the tasks that you don't want to do it in your daily life. Eliminate the relationships that it's draining your energy. So all those things, once you start removing, because quantum leaps, it's about elimination, removing from, releasing it, and not being attached to your current results, to a person, or to a job. This is how you can let it go. It's trusting yourself. It's believing in yourself. It's going to the unknown, where it's a world you don't understand. I don't understand, because it's not clear in front of you, but you don't know the destination, but you know what you want. This is what you want, is just to be in that spirit. It's to be in that frequency, is to get to that point. And it happens through mastering your minds, through studying your mind. The power of 5 that I talk about, it must be your friend at the beginning of the day, at the middle of the day, at the end of the day. Did I practice the power of 5? It will prevent you from drifting, and it will let you just understand more your capabilities, because we have infinite potential. And the more we study ourselves, we know more capabilities about ourselves. And we start just stepping into unknown, and we have that obsession and fearless of getting out of comfort zone and doing the steps relentlessly. And the most important thing is fall in love with your goal. And this is how you get effortlessly to your goal. Once you fall in love, this is the end game. Love, it's the highest level of emotions. Just ask yourself, do you doubt loving your dad and mom? Or do you doubt thinking of loving your spouse, or whatever it is? Just you move, love your goal, make it a love story. It's end of the game, it's done. And think from your goal, not toward your goal. Don't chase it. Don't chase money. Don't chase your goal as if it's something missing. We are chasing feelings and experiences in this life. So if you play it the end game, flip it, make this reverse engineering. Every day, work on your identity, because we cannot overperform our identity. So what can we do? Just play the reverse engineering. Feel, think, act, behave from the person you want to become. But Elena, the problem is, unfortunately, we are protecting ourselves from the person who we want to become. And that's why we are stuck. We are stuck with the results, instead of asking ourselves, how can I get better in letting go? Opposite of letting go, it's attachment. Attachment to the results, attachment to anything that you are afraid to lose. Being afraid of losing will not get you anywhere. That's why I want you to be willing to pay the cost, and from the beginning, and have this free emotional state. That's called emotional discipline. Whenever you have wins, that doesn't mean don't celebrate. Just celebrate for a moment and then move on. Have this emotion. That's why you see the wealthy, healthy people, happy people, they are always having this emotional state. And whenever you're down, or whenever you feel that you have a setback or have a failure, you have to understand it's part of the process. You have to learn a lesson from that. And this is how you start building confidence. Just imagine, confidence comes from action, nothing else. We are not born with confidence. We have been just born with this identity, and we start stacking wins to get that level of awareness. So how we can 10x our confidence? Just 10x your actions. That's it. Make this deliberate practice daily. What are the actions that should you do? And do just 3 things. Do quality work, not quantity. And this is how you make quantum leaps. This is how you make sprints in your life. It's not about working hard, long hours. And this is how you get it effortlessly. Just concentrating for 5 hours every day, and not continuous hour. It's about sprints, 90 minutes, 60 minutes, then break, then 30 minutes, then break. That's it. This is how you create a massive change in your life. And this will be a change first at the beginning inside of you, and then it will be reflected by default in your results outside as a physical.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing. And also, it is a very good illustration, maybe, which will help to understand what means let it go. When you do the order from Amazon, yes, you don't know exactly when this purchase will be delivered to you, but you know exactly that it will come. Yes, you don't stay at the door and wait every day, or when he will come, when he will come. You know that they can come anytime and just deliver your parcel. And you made the order and then you just let it go. You know that it will come. And so it is also the same feelings that you already know that it is already there for you, and you are not attached to exactly or when it come or why it didn't come today or why it didn't come before. Yes, so you totally uh, live in expectation of this goal already fulfilled, and you know that it is already on the way, and you just focus on things which you can do. And as Ahmed said, that you have to fall in love with your goal and fall in love with yourself. And like I like this affirmation that I look every day at the mirror and I love the person whose image I see there. Yeah, so it is really important to acknowledge yourself for what you did before and get rid of any shame or any feeling of the guilt or mistake or um, doubt. Like, you have to control yourself and your thoughts to get rid of any negative thought regarding past or present and future, and put all your thoughts to be directed from the goal achieved already, and get yourself in that state of excitement. Ahmed said, get at the frequency to your goal. What it means? It means that start thinking, feeling, and acting as the person who already is there, who already achieved that. And because you will shift the way you think and how you feel, you will be acting different, because our feeling cause our actions. Yes, and when we change the thoughts, feelings, our actions will be different, and we will start seeing the change in our results.
I would love to share that with our audience, and I want to let them listen carefully, and I will get everything together in this process. So, first of all, let us set an authentic want. It's something we really want more than anything else, based on a burning desire. That's what we really want. And you should have a faith and belief in yourself that you can do it. Not you will do it, you can do it. And you will pay the cost for it, because nothing is for free. And this is how you build irrevocable commitment. So once you set this irrevocable commitment, you must have the courage to step out and do it. And once we talk step out and do it, means do it now. Doing it now. Don't wait until you are perfect. Just do one step. Get 1% better, but you have to define what's the 1% that you will do better. And start letting go. Leave. Just don't be attached. Be detached from everything that is not getting you forward, that's draining your energy. And here, once you start making the action, that's how you build your confidence. Confidence starts from making action and trusting yourself. And then you stack wins, even small wins. And this is how you build confidence. And this is how you start to have the discipline to continue the process. Because sometimes we're a human being, we feel down, we feel the setbacks. So we need to have the discipline and the consistency to keeps us. That's why we need to have the burning desire, and we need to have this strong why. Because if the why not is stronger, we'll stop in and out. And that's how we get bigger steps, bigger actions. And this is how we get the results that we really want. This is how we achieve goals. And once we achieve a goal, we set a bigger and a higher goal. It's an experience, it's a journey, it's not a destination. Just make it a love story and it will be effortless. You can achieve it.
Yes, and why we need courage? Because we have to step into unknown. Yes, and our
That's letting
brain,
go.
yes, our brain will just start putting the walls. Yeah, and it is natural to have doubts and being scared because we don't know, and our brain wants to protect us always from being unsecure. Yes, and maybe it can say what we can lose, right? What if it doesn't happen? So we have to be brave, and we have to have the courage to break that wall, because it is natural process to be scared, but we have to face that fear and do it anyway. And this is only
Yes,
when we make this first step, this is how we will break that wall. Otherwise, what most of people do, they think about something big, they say, yes, I will go for that. And then the first challenge, they say, no, maybe it's not for me. No, I have to think more about this, how I'm going to do this. I don't know what will be the next step. And this is how they just bounce back, right? Like, that is why it's so important to have this understanding of this process that will happen, and you have to be consistent, be brave, have courage, and know that you don't need to have all the steps. You have to make first step, and then the second will be revealed.
that's why Nightingale said a success, it's a progressive realization. It's just step by step, and it will be realized through the way of a worthy idea goal, of an idea that you fall in love with. And that's about the letting go, is stepping to the unknown. But unfortunately, we've been programmed. We want to know the path. If we don't know the path, we don't go to the path. That's why we cannot go anywhere. We are stuck with our results, same way of thinking, same program, and same results every time and every time. So if you want to make the change, the real change, we start working of letting go and changing the way of thinking and programming and our identity. And here is the real change. It's stepping to the unknown, because it's not your responsibility of the how, it's your responsibility to decide what do you really want. And it should be like a relentless decision. That's what I want. And then the steps will come to you. And Steve Jobs said you can connect the dots backward, but you cannot connect it forward to your goal. Look at your current results. Take an honest look of your current situation. You can connect the dots backward, but you cannot connect it forward. That's why don't think of the how. Just make a decision and move forward. Do it now.
Yes, as he said, that you have to trust that somehow these dots will be connected in the future. Yes, you
That's the
have
belief.
to. Yes, you have to trust. And another illustration is like, if you see the small child, yes, is walking and holding his father's hand. He doesn't think, oh, what if my father will put me in danger? Yes, he trusts his father because he knows that his father loves him and he will take care of him. Yes, and also in this effortless way of achieving goals, it is important to trust the universe and understand that there are bigger forces than we. And if we live in accordance with the laws, when we understand there's laws that universe all just acts accordingly, operates, and if we become the part of this bigger universe, and when we understand that there is a bigger intelligence, yeah, like there is somebody, something
That's how
bigger.
you trust the process. Yes. And trust God, because it's not by luck. Success is not by luck, and it's not a secret. It's thinking in a certain way. What is that way? It's being in harmony with the laws. I call it God's laws. And it's okay sometimes to feel down. I want to concentrate on that point, because most of some of the audience say, sometimes I'm feeling down. Just disconnect, but have the intention of your goal. And then once you are back, just go back to your goal. Sometimes you have to just step out of what you're doing. You feel down, You feel you're not feeling good. You're not in the spirit, let's say. Just disconnect. Stop. Take a vacation. Enjoy the life. Then, but keep in your mind the intention of your goal. That's the most important thing. Once you have the intention, everything will be arranged in front of you. Everything will move towards your goal.
Yes, so think big and go for your audacious goals boldly because you have such a big potential. And when you just start study yourself and understand who you really are, and live not just from this physical reality which you see, but also from using your high mental faculties, starting visualizing, imagining, spend time relaxing and seeing yourself as you already achieved those desired results. This is how the shift will start happen. And of course, don't do it alone. Look for people who can help you, the mentors, people who also have big goals, be associated with them, because who you spend time with will determine who you are. So this is so important to be in the circle of people who also are achievers, who are driven, who will encourage you, because all of us have ups and downs, and it is always good to have people to share with them about your situation, about your thoughts, about your challenges, who can lift you up. It's because if you speak about big goal with your family or maybe with your friends, they will say like, "Oh, like who you think you are?" Yes, like they love you, they want the best for you, but they don't see the world as you can see it. Is like different prescription. You cannot give your glasses to people in your family and see like, oh, I see so good in these glasses, try them, and they say no, it is everything is so blur, and you say no, it is very good. Yeah, because these glasses are just for you, and that's why not all people who even want you to be successful and love you, not all people can see your vision. Yes, that's why it is important to be among people who really are driven achievers and who think that way, and that energy also will help you to be at that frequency of your goal.
Yeah, that's so essential, Lena, to highlight that because that's the power of proximity is to be surrounded with like-minded people, is to have the successful people, the productive people around you. And that's how you go like far away. It's not going alone. It's not competition. It's compete with yourself and create with others. And that's the power of that. Is how could I have like a strategic meeting, a mastermind class with someone where I can create and get better every day. This life, it's your responsibility. You have to take the responsibility of your decisions, of your discipline, of all your actions, attitude, everything you're doing, and you'll move forward step by step. But you have to be the leader of your life. You have to be, don't blame your life, don't play the victim mode. It's your responsibility. So either you level up or you give up. It's at the end of the day, it's a matter of choices. All the decisions are choices. All the results that you're getting now are choices. You've been taking it before, but don't let the current results dictate your future. Study yourself every day. You can do a lot because big things are ahead.
Yes, and I also liked how you said about the standards. Look at your standards, what you accept and what you don't accept. Yes, set the new standards, like who you are. Like, create that new identity. Yes, just write that new script of yourself. See yourself as that person who already achieved what you want, and when you set the new identity to create new person reality, yes, you have to create new identity, and with that you should do the audit of your standards, because you cannot have the same standards for the different identity. So rewrite your standards and decide what you will accept and what you will say no, because sometimes it is difficult to say no. Yeah, but this is the part of the process. As Ahmed said, you should eliminate many things. So decide what exactly you are going to eliminate and what you will not tolerate anymore. Yeah, and that standard also will help you to get that person, yeah, to become that identity. When you have your boundaries, you know that you what you want, what you will do every day, what energy level you have to be, and I'm sure that also when you want to have be at that energy, you will also it will also be reflected in your physical activity. Yeah, you will want to go to gym to be active, because that energy which physically you generate by being active, it also will help you to be active in your mind. So many things will shift.
Yeah, that's what the necessity of nurturing our three planes of understanding: the spiritual through praying, setting big goals, then on the intellectual through reading, understanding ourselves, and physically going to gym, eating healthy food. That's why we have to take care of the three of them simultaneously at the same time. And it's our responsibility. And this is how we have the great results. You cannot ignore any of them.
Yes, and that is why the goal should be so big, because
Yeah.
as we just discussed, it will cause so many changes, like your physical day, your physical state, how you eat, how you spend your time, how you say no to things. So it will be such a big change in you, yes, and you will be willing to do all this, yes, all these changes only when you will have that burning desire. This is the key, that burning desire, that big goal, and seeing yourself there, believing that it is possible, that it is there for you, that you are going to do that. This attitude and this faith will
Mhm.
give you power to overcome all these challenges, all these changes, which will always be with some effort. Yes, you have to do effort, but doing these things, you will grow, and this is the purpose of the goals. Yes, to grow and become that person who will be like a magnet, who will start attracting everything you need instead of chasing, and this is how it will become effortless way.
It's about the choices and the decisions that we make. I want the audience, please listen to this podcast like three, four times because there's a lots in it, lots. And if there's something not clear, just comment down. We can reply to you to make it more clear and clear. I did my best. Just once you listen for the second time or third time, you have to have an idea. Don't give any energy of the how. Just think on the fantasy, on the dream that you want. And you will be moving that dream into theory to become like a desire. That's what I want more than anything else. Because you're able. Don't tell me you're not able. Everyone is able. What differentiates us is the willingness to pay the cost for that, to get to achieve that goal.
Yes, people who are you're looking at and who you see more successful, it is not because they know more or they are better than you. This is because they paid the price. They did the
That's it.
change. They just stepped into unknown, and they did whatever we discussed today in this podcast. This is what they did. And when you see them successful, it is not because they're lucky. It is just because they do these things which we just spoke about, uh, and they put their efforts and to overcome their barriers, overcome their limiting beliefs, build their new identity, make decisions, step into unknown, having great attitude, and everything what we discussed. This is what they did, and this is how they got results. So if they could do this, you also can. Just
And we
follow
did
the
that. We
yeah.
did that. Well, that's why we are here. And Elena said that asking for a mentor, look for a mentor that you're in harmony with. A mentor who did results, huge quantum leaps in his life, in her life. And once you find that person, be an intelligent follower, be coachable for great leaders who have results or she have results. And from that point, You'll be a great leader one day. But first, be an intelligent follower. Be coachable. They will empower you, they will guide you. But you have to make the choice and the change from inside of you because everything is within you. Creation is already done. Your goal is already here. And setting big goals, it depends on you. Some people they set small goals. It's okay. It's their choice. But I would love all my clients, they set big, huge goals. Because if you set like 20% change or 50% change, that's you say, okay, I will work harder or I will do another job. That's not the person I would love to work with. I would love to work with people like 5x, 10x, that they want to build a new version of themselves, a new model to make the old model obsolete. So they don't have the choice to get back to their old programming because they build a new one. The old one is obsolete.
Yes, amazing. And of course, have the courage to do first step and think about this. What first step you can do today? And remember that implementation what makes the change. If you listen to this podcast, just decide today what you're going for, what that will be big goal will be, and what you can do today. The first step. Because remember, do it now, do it now, do it now. This is so important. Okay, thank
Yes.
you, Ahmed. It was amazing, amazing conversation, and I appreciate for you being amazing guest on our podcast. And I'm looking forward for our new episodes in future.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome.